F. Scott Fitzgerald. An Introduction. Francis Scott Key Fitzgerald was born on 24th of September 1896 in St. Paul, Minnesota, into an upper-middle-class family. Whilst his mother was pregnant with him, his two young sisters tragically died. Fitzgerald once said this was when his destiny as a writer was ordained. His intelligence and talent was recognized from an early age, with his first story about a detective being published in the school magazine when he was just 13. In 1913 he enrolled at Princeton, but his devotion to his own literary pursuits resulted in him leaving and, rather bizarrely, joining the army. In 1918, stationed at Fort Sheridan near Montgomery, Alabama, he met and became infatuated and then inseparable from Zelda Sayre. Initially, though, she refused to marry him, but with the success of This Side of Paradise, the fame and the flow of money enabled them both to begin a gilded life. For them, this was the jazz age. For Fitzgerald, he was already an alcoholic. He continued to write with great mastery, and the titles of his novels and many of his 164 short stories are household names. The Great Gatsby, often cited as the great American novel, was published to mixed reviews. As America moved from the Great Depression to the slaughter of the Second World War, his works and himself were seen as far too entwined with the decadent twenties. The world had moved on, and he hadn't. Further tragedy was never far from his life. Zelda, after years of erratic and now intolerable behaviour, was committed to an institution in 1936. His own sales began to decline, and he became a hack for hire in Hollywood, dependent on increasing amounts of booze and the weekly paycheck. His drunken state had often resulted in arrest or hospitalisation, further imperiling his talents. Despite his contribution to many MGM films, he received only one credit. The end came all too soon for one of America's greatest ever writers. On 21st of December 1940, at only 44 years of age in Hollywood, F. Scott Fitzgerald succumbed to a heart attack. In Winter Dreams, Fitzgerald carefully unravels the life of a young entrepreneur who many years before meets a hauntingly...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?